Hi, it's John again with another roundup of today's PlanetWatch AMA for November the 24th. So in today's overview, we go over the PLANETS.Fund, Claudio's trip to Miami, some Q&As, and the Type 4 saturation situation. Try and say that fast 5 times. Right, so what is the PLANETS.Fund? Well, basically, yesterday, PlanetWatch announced that they have had a $10 million investment into PlanetWatch by some industry-leading companies. So this is really fantastic news, and you can see Claudio is very excited about this. And this is basically, amongst other things, going to help Planets get listed on some of the more bigger exchanges, let alone the fact that they've now got some industry-leading executives, including the CEO of Algorand, supporting the project. So yeah, this is really great news for the team there, and obviously for Planet Watchers alike. So next up, Claudio mentioned his trip to Miami. So on the 30th of November, he's actually going to be on the panel at the DeCipher event, and that is regarding empowering ESG and sustainability with blockchain. So I had to look this up. ESG is environment, social and governance. So he's going to be doing a talk. I'll be quite interested to stream that. I think it's going to be quite an interesting one, just seeing him answer some questions on a panel there. So most of the AMA today was actually taken up by Q&As. So I've put them all on a page here, all the interesting ones at least, and I'll just go through them from top to bottom. So first question was, how sustainable is PlanetWatch? Now I think he gets this quite a lot. He basically came back with, come on, Algorand's CEO has just invested in PlanetWatch, which is a huge expression of trust, and quote to say, look who is trusting us. So the CEO of Algorand, amongst many others, I've put a link down below to the news article on this PLANETS.Fund $10 million funding. So it's quite interesting to have a look at who else is in that list. But yeah, he's basically saying, what else can we do to prove that we're serious? So next up, he answered a question regarding rewards being sent out retrospectively again. So some people, for some reason, have not added their Planets asset in their Algorand wallet, and so they haven't been receiving funds. So he is aware of this situation, and he has actually confirmed that those people will, as long as they did send data, get a retrospective payment of their planets. So that's quite a nice thing that they've done there, I think. So next up, one of the questions was regarding the Aware element and how they're detecting people cheating the system, as there's no GPS in the Aware. How are they doing this? Now he basically said that they have banned cheaters in the past, and they're doing some algorithm-based tests to check whether or not sensors are being, set up in a sensor farm. So I think this may constitute, checking external IP addresses. You can quite easily get location information from these. And yeah, getting people banned I think is a good idea, because they're stealing our hard-earned tokens, aren't they? So the other question that someone had was when we can put our correct locations back in, and he said hopefully next week we can do this, but just wait to hear back from them before doing anything. I mean, there's no rush to do this from our point of view. We're still getting our daily rewards, so there's no rush until they actually let us know. But yeah, obviously the sooner the better, because then they get some proper location information with the data. He also mentioned in the Q&As that a PlanetWatch governance is being set up and coming soon. So this is going to let Planet Watchers actually vote on things. So the future of the company, we will actually get to vote. So that's quite a nice little thing that's coming on the horizon. And the last thing of interest for this slide is the K-Terra shipment. They're still waiting to receive their first batch, so that is still on hold. So I thought I'd put this on its own slide, as the Type 4 sensor saturation is quite a big one. So someone said, the saturation's been reached, how long until the full rewards don't get received? So they did mention in a tweet the other week that the saturation point of Type 4 sensors has been reached, which means that slowly the rewards will start to trickle out of the system and will be less as time goes on. But his answers to this made me chuckle a bit. He said, I don't know, and I hope they run out fast, because it's the best interest of the project. Which I completely agree with, and people who have set these up thinking that they're going to be making, hundreds of pounds for the rest of their life, obviously now finding out that they're not. This isn't about making money, this is about helping PlanetWatch and getting rewarded for doing so. So I think we should be grateful, and I think as long as most people get their money back on the sensors themselves are very good. So yeah, if I get my money back and a bit extra, I'll be more than happy with that myself. But yeah, you do get the people who are kind of bitter and annoyed that the amount of tokens they receive will go down eventually to a smaller amount. But I will make a separate video on this, because it's similar to the helium halving. Even though you may get less tokens, the value of the token should increase, especially with all this stuff going on recently with the $10 million funding and all the other bits and pieces with the company expanding. So yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, no one wants it to stop, but if it didn't go down, then the value of the token would probably turn to nothing anyway. So Yeah, that was his answer to that. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click on the like button. If you've got any comments or anything, leave them down below. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe. Like I said, I've got some more videos coming up soon regarding the recycle bin situation on the Type 4 sensors, and also the earnings calculator for Type 4. So yeah, be sure to subscribe. Do appreciate everyone who has subscribed so far. We've got over 200 subscribers now, so that's really great. And I will see you again in the next video.